Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my super comprehensive coverage of major Hurricane Laura. It has now reached Category 3 status. It has 115 miles of sustained winds. Its pressure has actually dropped to like 952 and is moving northwest at 15 miles per hour. Matthew Capucci, whose name sounds like a cross between a coffee and a gangster, is letting us know Laura is still rapidly intensifying. Recent data suggests pressure may be as low as 952 millibars, with winds measured at 125 miles per hour by recent reconnaissance. And this thing has 16 to 20 hours before landfall. So buckle up, and if you are in the danger areas, I highly recommend you get out of Dodge. We're looking at super heavy winds, flooding, storm surge, waves. This thing is going to be a monster of a storm. And yes, you got to believe it has a chance of becoming a Category 5 hurricane before it's all said and done. It is scary and beautiful and visually impressive on every single level. And you can see there where it takes a northward surge towards the north. I personally, during hurricane landfalls, totally freak out when a storm has to turn. We are being told that there's no real danger to Houston, but my mind is still having trouble wrapping around that. And I know some people are evacuating out of Houston just in case, and they may be incredibly smart people. We will not know until this is done. Someone said Houston dodged a major bullet on this storm, and I said, well, technically you don't dodge the bullet until the bullet has passed you. And so this storm has not passed us yet, so I'm going to be kind of super paranoid and freaked out until that happens. But I do know that if you were kind of in this zone, I would evacuate, because this thing is going to just keep getting stronger until landfall. Although it could weaken a little before landfall, we're going to be looking at a Category 4 or possibly a Category 5 hurricane then. Alan Gerard is letting us know the size of Laura, which will spread impacts over a wide swath, and it is showing at 37-foot waves already. And so if it continues to strengthen, I think we could see it drop to at least 920 millibars. So this is going to cause some serious storm surge and high waves and major wind damage. I can't take my eyes off it. And you got to be careful, because if you stare into the abyss, sometimes the abyss stares into you. Right now, I guess it's not an abyss, but look at the outflow bands, or whatever the heck you want to call them. And also look how it expands, because as it expands, the wind field expands. And so, I don't know. No one's really that worried about Houston, but I'm still kind of freaked out about it. All right. And either way, I'm labeling Laura a Category 2020 hurricane. Greg Diamond, water levels are expected to rise 2 to 5 feet on top of this. And so you're already having flooding in Concordia, Louisiana. And talking to too many people who are staying, unfortunately, we're safely out of the parish waiting out the storm in Tennessee. Yeah, if I was in the path in Louisiana, I definitely would not stay. And no matter what filter you look at it in, it is mesmerizing. And those look like the alien dreadlocks. So it is definitely giving off an alien dreadlock look. That can't be good. It can't be good at all. I mean, just look at that lightning inside. That is popping and kicking, and this storm continues to expand and grow. Alan Weather in New York, Laura is officially major Category 3 hurricane, but you guys already knew that. Look at the visible satellite imagery, shows how scary powerful. Yeah, dude, that thing is a monster. Michael Fisher, I fear what Hurricane Laura's ceiling will be, a cyan ring so pronounced on 37 gigahertz microwave imagery. It's a pink ring. This indicates the presence of deep convection in the eye wall. 91 gigahertz imagery confirms this to be true. I expect continued intensification. Cranky Weather Guy giving us a look at the projected winds, talking 120 miles an hour up here, 100 to 170. And so this is this is basically like the evacuation cone in my mind, from like definitely around the red in, I would guess 30 to 40 miles, because the storm surge and the waves that get blown in with this thing are going to be incredible. And we're talking a storm surge of 10 to 15 feet forecast tonight along and east of where the center of Laura comes ashore. And those numbers will continue to climb if it gets to Category 4 and Category 5. So, we're talking 10 to 15 feet. Most human beings are around 6 feet. I think the average human is 5.5, 7.5. So, like, if it is 10 feet taller than you, like, and it comes rushing in, you're not going to have a lot of chance to survive. So that's why I would definitely recommend, if you are in the red, we're talking a 15-foot wave coming in. And then those waves will extend out as the ocean overtakes the land. So I would highly recommend, if you're in any of the red zones, please evacuate. Laura is definitely monstrous in size, and the impacts are going to extend far outside the cone. And that's why I keep worrying that, like, if it lands there and you put that there, wouldn't that put Houston in the danger zone? And I don't know if I'm going to be able to give this up. Who knows? I may be like an on-off switch where one video I'll be freaking out about Houston, and another video I won't. Because I personally still don't feel that safe. But I will be monitoring this like crazy for you guys. Yeah, that's what I do. I guess as a Houstonian, I can relax a little now because Cranky's never been wrong this close up to an impact. And he's really been great for quite a while. Category 2, Al3, final approach. Perhaps a little flattening of the canopy on the northwest side. It is showing its peak environment, and it is going to see a little constriction again. That's the southwest to the northeast jet over the East Texas getting involved. Rag to eye, both prior disruption, maybe a cycle, as you get an eye wall replacement cycle going on. And so definitely, like I said, the danger zone, please get out of harm's way. I've had enough death and destruction in 2020. I don't want to see any more. Anyway, this is Category 3. We'll continue to strengthen. I want to say thank you to everybody out there. Y'all have been incredible to me, and I really, really appreciate that. I love you guys. It's going to be a rough journey for the next year and a half, but in 2022, we will party together. All right, everybody stay cool. God bless everyone. I will talk to y'all soon, and let the force be with us always.